When producing my promotional package for a horror genre movie, I had to analyse and research 3 other horror movie trailers and identify and concentrate on the correct conventions for that genre. I had to look at things such as representation and stereotypical techniques. I feel that my trailer uses these forms and conventions of real media products quite well. For example, my trailer has a good narrative and starts off with a sense of equilibrium, followed by disequilibrium, which is very stereotypical of the horror genre. This is one of Todorov's theories. There is also a sense of enigma codes in my trailer, as the villain is never fully revealed, therefore leaving the viewers guessing and wondering who the villain is. I also feel that I have represented my main character very well. I used a teenage girl, which is very stereotypical. She is seen as naive and weak and vulnerable in an unfamiliar house on her own. We can tell by the silhouette of the villain that he is a male, which is also very stereotypical. The male figure is seen as powerful and strong over the female. My trailer is also filmed at night time, which is very stereotypical of the horror genre. This adds to the suspense and danger within the trailer. One way that my trailer challenges forms and conventions of real media products is that it doesn't have frequent captions throughout the trailer, which normally you would expect to see throughout a horror movie trailer. I also feel that the non-diegetic music adds to the suspense within the trailer, as it is very tension building, therefore using a convention of a real media product, such as the music in the When a Stranger Calls trailer. I feel that my poster uses the forms and conventions of media products quite well. The font I use for my masthead is very stereotypical of the horror genre. The text looks like it has blood dripping from it. The masthead is placed at the top centre of the page so that it can clearly be seen by the target audience. Like every other movie promotional poster, I have added a billing block at the bottom of my poster. I have used the Steel Tongs font, which is what all the other horror movie posters use. The colour scheme is also very stereotypical of the horror genre. The colours are black, red and white. The black colour represents danger and mystery, red represents blood and death, and I used the white colour for the smaller pieces of text so that they could be seen against the black background. This colour scheme has been used throughout my promotional package. I feel that my image fits in very well with the horror genre. It is an image of the main female character in the film who is featured in the trailer. Therefore, my audience will know what to expect to see in the trailer. The girl is holding a knife, which also gives off the message of danger and protection. This links in with the horror theme, as this could be seen as a killing tool. I made the female tilt the knife into the light so that it could be seen more clearly and so that the emphasis was on the knife, giving it away that it was a horror film. Weapons and machinery are used a lot in horror posters such as Saw 5. It is a close-up shot so we can see the expression on the girl's face. Enigma codes are created as she is looking away from the camera, but we do not know what or who she is looking at. This will draw the target demographic in. I have used minimal lighting to create a mysterious and dangerous effect, and I feel that this has worked. She is emerging from the darkness, which could suggest that she is in danger. I also kept in mind my textual analysis results when producing my promotional website to make sure that it followed the forms and conventions of a real media product. To make all 3 of my products conventional, I kept the same colour scheme throughout them all. Again, on my website I have used the colours red, black and white to carry on with the horror genre. These colours are very stereotypical of the horror genre, as I have explained before. I also kept the same font throughout. The font I have used is also very stereotypical of the horror genre, as it looks like it has blood dripping from it, and it is in the colour red. I have also used the same image on my website that I used on my poster. The title is placed on the top left-hand side of the page in a large size. I feel this is conventional as it is the first thing you notice on the page. Some of the websites I looked at had the release date showing on the website. Therefore, I decided to do the same and put the showing in cinemas caption in the top right-hand corner. I put my image in the bottom right-hand corner, which at first didn't seem very conventional, but I wanted the girl to be looking up at the preview of the trailer. Once I put everything in place on the page, It actually looked quite effective, so therefore I feel it works and is overall quite conventional. One thing that went against conventions of real media products is that I had a large gap of black space on my webpage. In order to fill this gap, I put in a star rating and a quote from the person that rated it. I have seen this on a few other horror movie websites, so therefore I did the same. I feel that my target audience would want to know this information. When choosing what links to put on my website, I looked back at my textual analysis. The links I have used have been on The Strangers, Saw 5, and other websites. These are both horror genre themed films, so therefore I thought these links would be the correct ones to use. I placed these links at the top of the page so that they could clearly be seen. I feel all my products work very well together and they all complement each other well. I have used the same image for the poster and the web page, which is of the main character in the trailer, so that the audience can tell that they all link to the same film. I feel that this is very important as you don't want to confuse the viewer. You can tell that she is represented in the horror genre as she is holding a knife, has a frightened expression on her face. I have also used the same font on all three products to keep the horror theme running throughout the whole promotional package. I feel this font represents the horror film well, as it looks like it has blood dripping from it, and we automatically associate blood with the horror genre. It is also in the colour red to represent the colour of blood. The colour scheme is also kept the same in the poster and website, and also in the trailer when text is shown in the captions. These colours are red, black, and a whitey yellow. These colours are very stereotypical of a horror theme, as I have explained before. When the audience looks at my promotional package all together, they will know that they are all related to the same film and that they are representing the horror genre. Therefore, I feel that my promotional package altogether is very successful. It was very important for me to gather up and receive feedback from my audience throughout my whole project, as the promotional package was going to be aimed at them. My target audience were male and female people around age 15 to 25. Therefore, as part of my research, I handed out a questionnaire to 20 people asking them questions on what they would expect to see on a website, poster and in a teaser trailer. This is one of the results that I got from my audience feedback, which they filled out on a questionnaire. This is for the trailer. Everything I have started has been put to use in my final promotional package. This is before I started to create my promotional package. I firstly asked this question as I need to know the age group of people my film would be targeted at. The majority of people that filled out my questionnaire were aged around 15 to 25.